so much. And now, while the lights are on, and we're still counting, I get to introduce the person who's been making beautiful music for us here, who has a very special relationship with our next honoree. In fact, I don't think there was a time of your life that there wasn't this honoree in your life. This is, the leader of our band here is Aliza Kline. And if the name is familiar to you, this is Aliza's younger sister, the vividly talented Aliza Kline, to take us into the next part of our program. Aliza Kline.
I'm a mikveh guide and the vice president of the board of directors at Mayyim, which means I've gotten to work very closely with Aliza Kline, and I know how much she deserves this award. This award is given for visionary leadership on behalf of our organization. The award is named for a character in the story of Exodus who appears at a turning point. As the Israelites stood on the edge of the sea and the Egyptians were bearing down on them, Moses told the people to move forward and the waters would part for them. But it was only after Nachshon went first that the others followed, and only then did the sea recede. Without Nachshon, we wouldn't be here today. Without Aliza Kline, Mayyim Hayyim would not be the multifaceted jewel that we celebrate today. This is the 10th anniversary of Aliza's extraordinary service as our founding executive director. Of course, she was obviously just a baby when she first arrived in Boston. Okay, maybe not a baby, but she was quite young when she accepted a job with an organization that at the time was no more than an idea. There was no office, no letterhead, and no budget. But because of her leadership, Mayyim Hayyim has become, as you've heard, a spiritual, educational, and communal wellspring for Jewish Boston. And it's a model for communities all over the world. Now, a lot can change over 10 years, and not just to an organization. Aliza, we have watched and quelled as you have grown as a human being and as you have guided Mayyim Hayyim into existence. Just the one you've seen it before. We have marveled at how much you've learned on the job and all your accomplishments. Your to-do list for the past 10 years would make most mere mortals faint. But the Nachshon Award is not about your resume. It's about leadership. And leadership is a quality of the soul. Aliza, I think you are Nachshon. And not just because your leap of faith brought you into the water. You have that same kind of fearlessness and a willingness to believe in a better future. And while you never lose sight of the bottom line, you are willing to take the risks that are necessary to move us forward. Your leadership benefits from your laser-sharp focus, your intelligence and wit, and your keen